When you're going about making a decision about whether something is appropriate or not for you as a Christ follower, how do you go about making that decision? I mean, let's say the Bible isn't explicitly clear about something you want to do, but you have people telling you that you should or shouldn't. What is the lens by which you go about discerning what is right? Now, there are many challenging decisions that we must make that aren't necessarily explicitly made clear in Scripture. And I think 1 Corinthians 6, that Paul lays out one of the most helpful principles there is, and it's just found in verse 12. And it reads like this: "Everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything." Now, this verse appears, really, Paul seems to really be, returning their quote to them. So very likely, Paul is reading back what they wrote to him in their letter. So the Corinthians are basically saying, well, because of our freedoms as Christians, and we can do whatever we want. Who are you to restrict us, Paul? It could have been that since Christ paid for their sin, they thought they could do whatever they wanted, or because something was specifically forbidden, that they had the green light to do whatever they wanted. Now, Paul's response is perfect: "But I will not be mastered by anything." Many of the moment by moment or day by day decisions that we make are actually far bigger than the moment or the day. By nature, we are people whose loves are disordered. It doesn't take much for our priorities to be misaligned. Well, while the singular decision I make in the moment may be permissible, am I making this decision heading down a path by which my affection for God will be replaced by something else? So I think a better question than can I do something is, well, should I do something? Or perhaps even a better question is, will this lead to me being mastered by something? Paul concludes this section by saying, "You are not your own, you were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies." And this concept is far bigger than our physical bodies, although definitely not less than. But Paul is saying, you've been bought by the blood of Christ. He is your master. Therefore, don't hand your allegiance over to another master. True freedom isn't doing whatever you feel like doing. It's actually, true freedom is not being enslaved to any other master than the one who purchased us with his life. So let's begin to live into that definition of freedom. Which aspect of your life have you been asking or wondering if something is permissible? I want to encourage you to ask instead, is it beneficial? Is that something that will eventually lessen your affection for the one who purchased you? Or is it a decision that will enhance your affection for the one who purchased you?